Justice is meant to be blind, hence the blindfold over Lady Justice's eyes. This is designed to symbolize that justice should be rendered without passion or prejudice to ensure a result which is fair. In Zimbabwe, justice is not blind. In fact, she appears to have superhuman vision and may well be able to differentiate between members of different political parties. And the scales held by Lady Justice in Zimbabwe appear not to be evenly balanced. Such a statement would be outrageous if it were not for the fact that the decisions of the courts appear to substantiate this truth. One of the most tragic cases of a politicized judiciary is that of Mary Mubaiwa. Being married to the Vice President of Zimbabwe, Constantino Chiwenga, appears to be her major crime. While she faces charges of attempting to murder him, assault, and money laundering, Mary Mubaiwa is in extremely bad health. She's battling lymphedema, which has attacked her extremities over the many months that she has been forced to appear before the courts. On numerous occasions, she has appealed for her passport to be returned to seek medical treatment abroad, while her condition deteriorated visibly. At her last visit on August the 7th, her medical condition was so dire that she did not have the strength to move from her car outside the magistrate's court into the courtroom itself. The magistrate was informed of her presence within the premises, but insisted on issuing a warrant of arrest for her failure to appear.
A warrant of arrest was issued because the magistrate says there's no such procedure. She's not in willful default, for God's sake.
So which means they want to arrest you?
What sort of justice system wants to arrest a woman who could not even go to the toilet? She has made herself wet because she can't go to the toilet because she is unwell. And you tell me it's a justice system that says she must be arrested when she is in this condition. If the system wants Mary to die, they should just come and inject her with poison.
Mary has been waiting for years for the courts to release her passport to travel to South Africa for urgent life-saving medical treatment. In September, her right arm was amputated at the shoulder to save her life, and her passport has still not been released. ZANU PF legislator Justice Mayor Joanna had no such wait for his travel documents. Having been arrested in mid-August on allegations of masterminding a $5 million fraud, he spent one night in jail and 2 days later was given his passport back so he could travel to Europe. The state consented to the passport request. Joanna's fellow legislators, Job Sikhala and Godfrey Sitole, had been languishing in jail for over 100 days, awaiting bail for several relatively minor issues. The key difference between them and Joanna is that they support the opposition Citizens Coalition for Change. The judiciary's treatment of politically aligned individuals has been dubbed catch and release. High-ranking ZANU PF members or citizens aligned with the ruling party may be arrested on charges, most commonly corruption, but do not have to loiter for long in the prisons before they are released through acquittal or their cases are dismissed on minor technicalities. In 2019, Priska Mufumira was arrested on charges of siphoning $94 million when she was the ZANU PF minister overseeing the National Social Security Administration, NASA. Her case has been stayed, pending review, and she remains free. Former Health Minister Obadiah Moyo was arrested in June 2020 for a $60 million scam involving COVID supplies. He was acquitted in October 2021. These are just a few of the politically connected that have benefited from the government's catch and release program. At the other end of the scale are those lone voices calling for a more lawful and free society. In September 2020, internationally renowned Zimbabwean author 61-year-old Tsitsi Dangarembga was arrested together with Julia Barnes for holding a two-person demonstration. The duo were charged with participating in a gathering with the intention to incite public violence. After being held in jail for one night, they were released on bail and had to appear in court 28 times before being found guilty in September 2022 and sentenced to 6 months in prison or pay a $100 fine. After his arrest for the alleged $5 million fraud, Justice Joanna not only had his passport returned, but has since carried on his parliamentary duties, while his fellow MPs from the opposition, Job Sikhala and Godfrey Sithole, continue to languish in jail, together with the other members of what is now known as the Nyatsime 16. As of October 1st, 2022, they have been incarcerated without bail for 110 days.